All right, guys. The Iceman back after a few days off trying to recoup. Haven't been feeling all that well. Still don't feel all that great, but I think it was time to do this rant on the WWE. Uh, I have no clue what the WWE is doing right now. I don't even think the WWE knows what they're doing right now. I'm sort of getting tired of seeing matches start off as two-on-two matches, and all of a sudden something happens. The general manager comes out and makes it a three-on-three. I think we've seen this way too much. It's time to get rid of all this. Um, they need to find their direction. And right about now, I don't think they really know what they're doing. Um, after they unified the WWE and the World Heavyweight Championship belt together, and Randy Orton defeats John Cena, um, it just the storylines have been just like so messed up. Randy Orton attacks John Cena's dad in Providence, Rhode Island. We've seen this. We saw this like 4 or 5 years ago. Uh, and what are the writers and bookers thinking? I mean, can't you come up with new, fresh ideas so you have to relive something that you did in the past? I mean, come on. I mean, nobody wants to see it all over again. Now, I am a John Cena fan, and I make no bones about this, but it, it just totally doesn't make any sense. John Cena goes into Monday Night Raw, defeats Damian Sandow, makes him look so strong, and there they have Kofi Kingston go up against Randy Orton in a halfway decent match, and Kofi Kingston ends up defeating Randy Orton, the unified champion. Now, in all intents and purposes, doesn't Kofi Kingston deserve a title shot against Randy Orton? Have we heard anything about this whatsoever? Is Kofi going to be implemented at the Royal Rumble for a triple threat match? I mean, really, if it comes down to it, think about it. He beats Orton. He does deserve to have a title shot. So, with the Cena's father thing happening again, Cena defeating Sandow and Orton losing to Kingston, people are going into the Rumble figuring John Cena is going to destroy Randy Orton, and that's what the WWE wants to lead us to believe. I don't see John winning the title at the Rumble, just for the simple fact whoever has the belt, I believe, is going to lose it at the Elimination Chamber match, and whoever wins it there is going to be the champion going into WrestleMania. So, and my thoughts on that is probably going to be Brock Lesnar coming out of the chamber as champion, and a possible um, Dave Batista, Brock Lesnar title match at WrestleMania, because I do believe Dave Batista is going to come out and win the Royal Rumble. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't make no sense for Cena to win. Just for him to get another title reign notch, and then lose it the following month. I mean, to me, it would not make no sense whatsoever. Um, it seems like the WWE, now that they're unifying belts, like they're going to unify the U.S. belt and the Intercontinental belt at the Chamber, and we're going to be down to those two belts and the tag team belts along with the Divas belt. Um, it should make these belts much more important. Right now, it just seems like title changes back and forth. It's more like a trophy, and as far as I'm concerned, they make it look like the belt does not mean as much, and they have to get back focusing on the fact that these are championship titles. These are for the people that win it, who are the elite in the world of professional wrestling. It can't be an exchange of wins and losses and so many people winning the belt month after month after month, because to me it wouldn't mean a darn thing at all. But yeah, I really don't know what direction the WWE is really headed into. Hopefully, starting at the Rumble, things are going to start to appear to be much more on track, and make a lot more sense to us. And then again, now with the match with Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt, um, you know this matchup with the Wyatts in the cage, the WWE again, I don't think they know what they're doing with Daniel Bryan. I think it was wrong for them to turn him into a member of the Wyatt family, only to take him away from it. Um, and as far as I'm concerned, they they haven't tarnished Daniel Bryan at all because he's still as popular as he has been in the recent past. But for somebody with this kind of popularity, don't you think he deserves to be up on top, at least for a good amount of time? I mean, isn't that what it's all about? Your most popular stars, when you are that popular, you do have a belt for the most part. And yeah, Daniel Bryan won the belt on a couple of occasions, and they stripped it right away from him. So, I mean, things need to get a little bit better as far as the booking and writing goes in the WWE, and that's why I'm hoping after the Royal Rumble things are going to appear to be much better. Um, a lot of people are talking about other wrestling promotions that you know they don't have a game plan and whatnot, and they don't follow a script. They don't have a storyline. Well, as far as I'm concerned, the WWE is included in all of this. Um, I just I'm just lost at what they are trying to do. And I think through the months of January until WrestleMania comes, there's going to be a lot of confusion, but they're also going to be finally getting their matchups for the WrestleMania card coming up. And I will have to say this with all the people that are supposedly coming back, Chris Jericho is expected to come back. We know The Undertaker will be back. We got Batista coming, um, or he's here. Um, Lesnar. I mean, one only knows if Sheamus is ready to come back or not. But there's going to be so many stars. I'm just sort of curious how they're going to maneuver this card for WrestleMania, and where does this leave, the mid carders? Because with all these major superstars, it doesn't leave much room for mid carders, and I'm sort of curious to see what develops there as well. But and I'm not the biggest Undertaker fan in the world. I do respect his character, and I respect the people that like him. Um, but I'm not a big fan of people being gone most of the year and then coming and getting a spot, you know, at one of the biggest stages of the world, WrestleMania. I mean, you're gone since last summer, and then you come back for WrestleMania, which is almost close to a year. Um, and then your streak goes, your streak match goes on. And for me, I'm not a big fan of that. If The Undertaker is too beat up and banged up to where the point is he really can't wrestle much anymore, then either let him win at WrestleMania, retire, or let him have his streak end and then retire. I mean, do one of the two things, but don't keep dragging him out year after year. Yes, I understand it's a big money thing within the WWE. Vince is going to utilize this for as long as he can, but when it comes to other superstars in the world of professional wrestling, how are these guys ever going to get a break when they can't get themselves on the card of the biggest stage in the world of WrestleMania? So, again, the direction of the WWE is in dismay. Very not pleased with it. I had a hard time getting through Monday Night Raw. It really lost so much interest. And then when I saw Randy Orton attack John Cena's dad, I'm going, oh, you got to be kidding me. Here we go again. I mean, come on, people, please. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen Edge go after John Cena's father. We've seen Randy Orton do it once before. I mean, it made no sense. It just made no sense. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the WWE right now. You know, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with me, but that's how I feel. It's a product right now that's average at best, um, and it's unfortunate. But I'll always still watch because I am a wrestling fan, and I do like watching the WWE as well as other wrestling promotions. So, all right, guys, have a great Thursday night. Genesis is on tonight. I'll be talking about that on my other channel, the Iceman's Return channel. That'll probably be tomorrow. So everybody that's going to watch Genesis, enjoy that, and we'll see you next time. Peace out, everybody.